Imagine a prehistoric ocean, dark and mysterious. Suddenly, the water gives way to a murky swamp, shrouded in fog. Lightning flashes, briefly illuminating two monstrous silhouettes. What if these two apex predators from different eras were to meet? Who would win in a clash of titans? Today, we're pitting the king of the ancient seas against the sovereign of the primeval swamp. It's Megalodon versus Titanoboa. Now let's be clear, this isn't a fair fight. They lived millions of years apart and in completely different worlds. But for the sake of epic speculation, let's imagine a scenario where they could face off. This is going to be spectacular. First, let's meet our ocean contender, the Megalodon. This colossal shark patrolled the oceans from about 23 to 3.6 million years ago. Forget the great white shark. The Megalodon was in a league of its own. It could reach lengths of over 50 feet, possibly even 60 feet. To put that in perspective, it was longer than a school bus. It swam alongside ancient whales, which were not just neighbors, but its primary food source. Megalodon was the undisputed ruler of the Cenozoic seas, a true leviathan. So, how powerful was it? Megalodon wasn't just big. It was a devastatingly effective hunter. Its bite force was one of the strongest in history, estimated to be up to 10 times more powerful than a great white's. Its hunting strategy was brutal and efficient. It would often ram its prey with immense force, stunning them or breaking their bones, before delivering the final, catastrophic bite. It would target the fins and tail of large whales to immobilize them, a testament to its tactical intelligence. Megalodon was, without a doubt, the most powerful shark that ever lived. Now let's venture into the sweltering swamplands of prehistoric Colombia, about 60 million years ago. This was the home of our second combatant, Titanoboa. The name itself means Titanic boa. In a world recovering from the dinosaur extinction, this creature slithered at the top of the food chain. The climate was incredibly hot and humid, far warmer than today's tropics, allowing reptiles to grow to terrifying sizes. Titanoboa was the undisputed monarch of this steamy, jungle-like environment. Titanoboa was the largest snake ever discovered. It was an apex predator that dominated its ecosystem. Fossil evidence suggests it preyed on giant turtles and massive prehistoric crocodiles, creatures that would be formidable opponents for any predator. But for Titanoboa, they were just another meal. Its primary weapon wasn't venom, but sheer bone-crushing power. It would ambush its prey from the water, coil its massive body around them, and squeeze with a pressure of about 400 pounds per square inch. Nothing in its swamp could escape that deadly embrace. Alright, let's break down this fantasy matchup. First up, size. Megalodon could reach lengths of 50 to 60 feet. Titanoboa, while impressively long at around 42 feet, comes up short. In a head-to-tail comparison, the shark has a clear advantage in length. So for sheer size, point 1 goes to Megalodon. Next, let's talk about weight. This is where the difference becomes staggering. Titanoboa weighed around 2,500 pounds, roughly the same as a small car. That's heavy, for sure, but Megalodon? It could weigh over 50 tons, possibly up to 100 tons. That's heavier than some commercial airplanes. In terms of raw mass and the power that comes with it, Megalodon is in a completely different dimension. This isn't even a contest. Another point for Megalodon. The score is now 2-0. But a fight isn't just about size and weight. What about speed and agility? Megalodon, for all its power, was a massive creature. While it could achieve impressive bursts of speed in a straight line, its sheer bulk meant it likely had a wide turning radius. It couldn't just whip around on a dime. Titanoboa, on the other hand, was built for agility in the water. Like modern anacondas, it would have been a fast, fluid, and incredibly nimble swimmer, capable of quick turns and sudden strikes. In a tight, cluttered environment, this agility would be a huge advantage. So for speed and mobility, Titanoboa gets a point. The score is 2-1. Let's compare their hunting styles. Megalodon was a pursuit predator in the open ocean. It used its size and power to overwhelm large, fast-moving prey like whales. Its strategy was all about brute force and tactical strikes to disable its victims. Titanoboa was a classic ambush predator. It would lie in wait, concealed in murky water, and then explode into action when prey came within reach. Its method was stealth, surprise, and constriction. Two very different, but equally deadly, approaches. So how do these styles translate into fighting skills? Megalodon's primary attack is a devastating ram followed by a massive bite. It's a freight train of teeth and muscle. Titanoboa's attack is completely different. It needs to get close, latch on with its teeth to get a grip, and then wrap its body around its opponent for the fatal squeeze. Its constriction is its ultimate weapon. In a one-on-one fight, if the snake can wrap around the shark, it could potentially win. That powerful constriction is a game changer. For its unique and lethal fighting technique, we have to give a point to Titanoboa. The score is now tied 2-2. What about their weapons? Megalodon's teeth were enormous, up to 7 inches long, serrated like steak knives, and designed for shearing through flesh and bone. It had rows upon rows of them, a conveyor belt of death. Titanoboa's teeth were sharp and needle-like, but they were not for chewing or tearing. They were designed to hook into prey, holding it fast so the snake could begin its constriction. While effective for its purpose, they are no match for the sheer destructive power of a megalodon's jaws. For weaponry, the point has to go to Megalodon. But there's one final crucial factor, the battle location. If this fight takes place in the open ocean, Megalodon's home turf, it's over before it starts. The shark has all the advantages. But what if we make it more interesting? Let's say the battle occurs in a shallow, murky coastal swamp, or a mangrove estuary, a place where the deep ocean meets the swampy coast. Here, the water is too shallow for the Megalodon to maneuver effectively or build up speed for its powerful ramming attacks. The murky water limits visibility, favoring an ambush predator. This environment is perfect for Titanoboa. So the final battle begins. The massive shark is disoriented in the shallow, cloudy water. Titanoboa, in its element, sees its chance. It launches from the murky depths, a silent torpedo of muscle. It latches onto the Megalodon's side, its hooked teeth digging in. The snake begins to coil, its powerful body wrapping around the shark's massive torso. The pressure is immense. The Megalodon thrashes wildly, its power limited by the shallow water. It seems like the giant snake might just pull off the impossible. But the shark has one last desperate move. Twisting its body with every ounce of its colossal strength, it manages to turn its head just enough. There's a flash of white, and its gigantic jaws, filled with serrated daggers, clamp down on the snake's coiling body. The force is catastrophic. It's over. Even with the environmental advantage, the sheer difference in size and raw power was too much for the Titanoboa to overcome. The winner, by a score of 3-2, is the Megalodon. What an incredible battle. Two of the most fearsome predators in Earth's history, pushed to their limits. But the story of our planet is filled with such amazing creatures, so who should fight next? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic showdowns.